Hi everyone! In this tutorial I will show you how you can create a parametric hygienic clamp ferrule in Autodesk Revit. I will start by opening the PipeEX Two Connectors Template. By the way, it is available for download on the PipeEX website. And here I will start modeling by adding a few reference planes. I'll quickly change the scale and will add dimensions. I'll equalize these two reference planes and then I'll move them a bit closer to each other. We'll need more reference planes. Then I'll add one more horizontal reference plane, or even two reference planes. For this dimension, I'll add a new parameter. We'll call it L, and I'll make it an instance parameter. And here I'll create a new dimension. And also here I will create a new label. Let's call this parameter E, and it will be the flange thickness. This is the tube diameter. We can add an existing parameter for this dimension, and I'll select the DU parameter from the Two Connectors template. And for this dimension, we'll create a new parameter. Let's call it B for the bore diameter in the tube. So this will be the flange diameter. Let's add a new parameter for this diameter. I'll call it D and make it an instance parameter. And this will be the groove diameter. Also here I'll create a new label and we'll call it F. Instance, okay. Next I will go to family types, and here I want to change the value of the DN parameter, because now it's a little too small. So I'll set it to 40 millimeters. Also this value I'll temporarily set to 40 millimeters. And I'll click apply and OK. So the bore parameter should be smaller than the tube diameter. So yes, I'll set it to 31 millimeters for now. And later we'll add a CSV file that will control all these values of the dimensions. Next, I will add a reference line. lock its start point in place, like this, and the same I'll do with the horizontal reference plane. And I'll click the lock icons. Alright, now we can continue. Let me see, yes, I need to add an angular parameter, so I'll go to the Annotate tab and select Angular Dimension. Then I'll click the reference line and then the reference plane. And then I'll set the value to 70 degrees. Yes, it's not very convenient, you will need to zoom out a bit. And I'll click the lock icon. We will use Revolve for creating the geometry of our Ferrule. So I'll select Revolve, and here we'll draw a profile. I will start drawing over here. You can do it differently, of course, it doesn't matter. The result will be the same. Okay, so at this reference plane, I'll create a groove. To do it, I will select the circle tool and draw a simple circle, like this. Then we'll need to create a dimension. And for this dimension, we'll add a new parameter. Let's call it G, and I'll make it an instance parameter. Alright, then of course we won't need the whole circle, so I'll need to crop it. You can do it using the split element tool. I'll crop it here and on the other side, somewhere at the intersection with the reference plane. And then using tab, I will select the part of the circle that I want to delete, and I will delete it. And then again we can use this split tool, or we can do it differently. We can move the end point of this line to the left. Unjoin elements. And here it feels like it was not cropped at the right point. No, it's actually fine. Okay, and now we need to draw a line for this segment. And here we can directly click the lock icon. And the same I'll do for all the lines of my profile. I will align them with reference planes. First, I click on the reference plane itself, and then I'll click on the line that I want to align with the reference plane, like this. And yes, we already done it. Don't forget to select the axis line, the axis of rotation, and then you can click Finish. In the next step, we can import a CSV file. To do this, I will go to Manage Lookup Tables, and here I'll delete the existing lookup table. Yes. And then I'll click on Import. Then I'll select the right CSV file and click Open. Next, you need to find the Lookup tab parameter under the text category. And here you will need to type in the name of the lookup table that you've imported. So in my case, it is Ferrule. And we can start filling in the parameter values. So let's start with the pressure rating. I will set it to 10. For the other parameters, I'll add size lookup formulas. And in this video, I will simply copy them from another file and paste them here. Let's start with the DU parameter. Here I need to change the name of the parameter to the proper one. So instead of end1 DU, I will type in 2 for end2 DU. I just noticed that we forgot to assign the G parameter to this radius dimension. And then I also need to check the distance between these reference planes. So it's the groove radius in this case. I think it should be closer to the central axis. And also the flange diameter is too big. Okay, so it's the last size lookup formula that we need to add. And let's check it one more time. Yes, I think we have all the formulas that we need. We also added this lookup table. Yes, it is fine. So let's see what we have created so far. I'll enable the shaded representation. So here's the result. There's our ferrule. So now let's go to family types and see if the geometry adjusts to the new size, or sizes even. Alright, so I will change the value of the DN parameter, and we'll start with the smallest possible table value. It's 25 millimeters. I'll click apply and OK. So let's see. Yes, the geometry is working properly. Let's try a few more sizes. So it was 25, then another possible table value would be 50. Initially we had 40, just a little reminder. Let's try bigger sizes, something like 65 millimeters. And yes, it is working. What else do we have? 80 millimeters. 100 millimeters. And the biggest possible value, if I'm not mistaken, is 150 millimeters. Okay, it looks a bit differently, but yes, actually the geometry is working the way it should be working. Great, so we need to add one more thing, and oh, I don't like this size, it doesn't look good. So I'll change it to 50 millimeters. And now I want to add pipe connectors. So I'll go to the Create tab, and here I'll find the pipe connector tool. Then I'll go to Work Plane, and here I'll select Pick a Plane. Okay. And then I'll click the reference plane. Okay, here's our pipe connector. Next, we'll adjust its position in the view. I'll set this value to 0 so that it is placed in the center. All right, and I also want to change its diameter value, so I'll click on this empty rectangular. And here we'll select End1 DN parameter. Okay. And we need to add one more pipe connector. Again, I go to Work Plane, Pick a Plane. Okay, great. So it's already aligned with the central axis. So I can go to its diameter and link the DN parameter to its diameter. And to DN, I will use this one. Okay, great. Now we can go to a 3D view and let's see where are our pipe connectors. So the first one was placed correctly, and the second one I currently cannot see because it's too high in the view. Okay, so we can go to the front view, for example. I need to set this value to 0. Now both pipe connectors are placed correctly. In the next video, we will look how we can create a gasket, and in the video after that, I will show you how to create a clamp. For now, this is it. This is how you can create a parametric hygienic clamp ferrule. I hope this video was useful. If so, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and I will see you in the next video.